Welcome to the summer studio. This is our last week, and Jill and I have really enjoyed presenting these sessions for you all. So we're happy that you're here. For today's session, I wanted to say we are going to be doing a kind of a wide range of movements. So we're going to be doing some standing, some seated, and if you want to use a chair, that's fine. In almost all the seated poses you can do in the chair. I'm not going to use a chair today just because I'm going to show it on the floor. All right, and with that said, let's get started. So I'm going to have you come into a comfortable sitting position, and I'm just going to move back so you can see me. So any comfortable seated position is fine. If you're on the floor, you can sit in comfortable cross legs, really anything that works for your body. And we're just going to take a moment to connect with our breathing. And we're going to do that today with belly, heart, breath. So bringing one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. And just start breathing in and out the nose. And you may keep your eyes open, or if it helps you to focus, you may close your eyes, whatever works for you today. And just gently letting your attention rest on your hands. And just noticing the hands, what happens as you breathe in. Noticing what happens as you breathe out. And just seeing if you can relax the muscles of the abdomen. So just letting the belly soften a bit. And then as you breathe in, feel that belly fill with air. And then the chest. And as you breathe out, feeling the chest go down and the belly gently draw back. Let's take two more like that. So breathing in, releasing, letting the belly fill with air. Then the chest. And breathing out. Chest down, belly gently draws back. One more. And then letting your hands just return to your lap or your legs, wherever feels good. And I want you to take a moment. So we're going to start with a little reflection. So just taking a moment and thinking about from the time you woke up this morning until right now, and think about something good that happened. And it can be anything. It can be the smallest little thing. For me, I'm somewhere out in nature these few days, and I saw a little bunny hopping on the lawn this morning. Right? So that was something nice and something good and something positive I can reflect on. So just think of anything small, simple, and good that happened today, and just let your attention rest on that moment. And notice what you feel when you reflect on that positive experience. And if I can be a little more specific, where in your body do you notice that feeling or that experience? So for me, that little bunny felt joyful, right? And I feel that right in the heart, right? So sort of like a warmth and a radiation of uh, joy just radiating out from the heart. So just noticing what you feel. And then from here, we're going to come into a sense of movement. So for the movement, today's theme, we're going to focus on the breath movement connection. So as we do our movements, we're going to coordinate with the breath, and we're going to try to keep that connection happening throughout our practice this afternoon. So I'm going to have you breathe in through the nose and reach one arm up. And then as you breathe out, just lean over to the opposite side. With the other hand, if you like, you can kind of let it rest on the floor or the side of your chair. Just getting a gentle stretch on the side of the body. And then inhale to come back up. And exhale, bring that hand down. Second side, inhaling the arm up. And then exhale, leaning over to the other side. Just feeling that nice stretch along the side of the body. I find if I press down with the hand that's on the floor or holding the side of the chair, I can feel that stretch a little more deep. And then inhaling to come up. Exhaling down, and let's take that one more time. So inhale, reaching the arm up. Exhale to stretch over. Maybe you want to turn your gaze up toward your hand. Deep breath in and out. In and out. Inhaling to come up. Exhaling down. Inhale, other side. So the arm reaches up and over. Maybe you turn your gaze. Couple of breaths here. Breathing in and out the nose. And then inhaling to come up. Exhaling, hands down. We're going to move into cat-cow. So if you're on the chair, you can stay seated, interlace your fingers, and press your palms away from you. As you inhale, the arms reach up, the gaze comes up, the chest lifts up. And as you exhale, you're going to round your spine and fold halfway. If you're on the floor or on a mat, you can come to hands and knees. So take your time, any way that feels comfortable to get there. And you want to spread your fingers out nice and wide. You have the shoulders over the wrists. And then for cat-cow on the floor, as we exhale, we round the spine, drop the chin, let the gaze come toward the belly button. And then inhale, belly drops down, gaze comes up. So exhaling to round. Inhale, filling the chest with air, gaze comes up. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Now, let's do two more. I'm trying to time your movements and your breath. So when you finish the exhale, the movement stops. When you finish the inhale, the movement stops. And then coming into neutral. And if you're on the floor, you can tuck your toes under, lift your hips, and press your body into dog pose. Couple breaths there, and then we'll just walk our feet toward our hands. Inhale, head comes up. Exhale to fold. And then just slowly roll up to a standing position. And of course, if you're in the chair, you can simply stand up. Okay, so we're going to do the recharge sequence. And for the recharge sequence, again, if you are not standing today and you're seated, you can do all of the arm movements, right? And just approximate the folds with your body. If you're able to stand, you're standing up. Feet are about as wide apart as your hips. Hands hang to the sides. And this is mountain. In mountain, we try to strive for even weight between one foot and the other. And we're actively pressing the feet into the floor. So there's strength and some activity in the legs. And now again, that breath movement connection. So inhale, reach the arms up, gaze comes up. Exhale to fold into sunset. Inhale halfway, so looking forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, arms up. And exhale back to mountain. Repeat, inhale. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your sides. From here, we're going to move into what at Pure Edge we call our full opening sequence. If you're using a chair, if you don't have access to the floor, you can just repeat the recharge sequence a few times here, okay? So if you're standing for opening sequence, it starts just the same. The inhale brings the arms up. The exhale is the fold. Hands can come to shins or ankles or the floor. Inhale, lift the gaze, and then hands plant, and you're gonna step back to plank. So plank, just like cat-cow, your shoulders are over your wrists. And you can have the knees up, or you can have the knees down. Take another breath in and exhale, slowly lower to your belly. Inhale, just a baby back bend, so just lifting up to cobra. And then pressing into the hands, pressing back. You can either take child's pose where your hips rest back toward your heels, or if you're up for it, tuck the toes under and lift up to down dog. In this pose, breathing deeply. And as you inhale, walk your feet forward to your hands. Head comes up, gaze forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up, arms up. And exhale to mountain. Nice work. We're gonna do that one more time. And again, if you're not using the floor, you can just repeat the recharge sequence. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale here. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up just a little for cobra. And exhale, press back, either child's pose or dog. Breathing in and out. In and out. One more breath here. And inhale, walk your feet forward. Hands can come to the shins, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up, arms up. And exhale, hands to your sides. So just checking in, noticing how that feels in the body. And from here, we're going to do big toe pose. So again, for big toe, the feet are about as wide as your hips. And you're going to choose how far to take the fold here. So just noticing how it feels as you exhale, start to fold down. You can bring your hands to your shins. You might want a little bend in your knees, that's fine. You can bring your hands to your ankles. And if you're all the way down there, you can touch your big toes or loop around them. Wherever you are, inhale, look up, and exhale, fold. Just letting the body relax. Keeping your attention on the breath. One more breath here. Breathe in and out. And then inhale. Lift your head up. Release wherever you're holding. Exhale, hold your waist. Press down through your feet. Inhale, slowly come up to stand. And exhale, hands to the sides. I'm teaching a class. Have some company. From here, we're going to step the feet apart. We're going to turn one toe out to the side and ankle the other heel out to the side. So you can probably tell we're getting ready for triangle. You're going to inhale, reach the arms out, and then again, we're going to work on that breath movement connection. So exhaling to stretch. Inhale, come up. Exhale to stretch. Inhale, come up. One more, exhale. Bring one hand down, reach the other arm up. Or if it feels more steady for you, you can bring your hand to your hip. Okay. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Inhale, let the arm bring you back up, stretch out. And then we're going to go to the other side. So turn the other toes out, reach the heel back, big breath in. Exhale to stretch. Inhale, come up. Exhale to stretch. Inhale, come up. One more, exhale. Bring that hand down. Reach the other arm up. And then again, if it's comfortable, you can turn your gaze up. If this feels like too much, you can always hold the hip. So finding a version that feels right for your body today. Breathing in and out. In and out. Inhale, let the arm bring you up. Pivot the feet toward the front. And exhale, step the feet together for mountain. Okay, let's take another forward fold. So for this one, we call this one elephant. And I'm just going to move so you can see. So for elephant, you're going to have one foot forward and you step the other foot back. And the back foot, the toes are kind of angling out to the side. With the elephant, as we fold, we also get a stretch in the shoulders. So you can choose what level of stretch feels good. I'll tell you the variations. So one is that the hands interlace. The second is that you hold the elbows. And the third is that the palms come together. But all of those variations are happening behind your back. So either interlace fingers, hold opposite elbows, or bring the palms together, whatever feels like a good stretch for your shoulders. And then inhale here, pressing down through both feet. As you exhale, slowly fold. Good. Breathing in and out. In and out. One more in and out. Inhale, slowly stand up and step your feet together. Let the hands release, shake it out a little, and then we'll take that to the other side. So stepping the other leg back. And again, the back toes angle out to the side. And you choose your version. So either hands together, interlacing fingers, folding elbows, or palms press. And then again, let's let the breath guide us into the pose. So an inhale here. And then as you exhale, slowly folding, just till you get to the spot that feels like a nice stretch for you. Big breaths here. Breathing in and out. In and out. Inhale all the way up. Release the hands. And exhale, step the feet together. Okay. Last standing pose is a balance. So we're gonna do stork. For stork, again, if you need a little support, you can go over and stand next to the wall and use the wall to support you in the pose. Or you can always hold on to a chair if you have something nearby. Or you just try without support and see how it goes. So we're gonna bring the weight onto our standing leg, bend into the other knee. So you're on your toes and there's like a lightness here, right? The standing leg is doing all of the work. And then from here, you can either just keep lifting and lowering, or if you feel a little steady, bring the knee up, reach forward and hold on to that knee. And then again, you can stay right here, or if you want a little bit of a challenge, opening that knee out to the side. An extra challenge for the balance is turning the gaze over the opposite shoulder. And with the inhale, come back to center. Both hands to the waist. Keep that knee up for a breath. And then exhale, release. So back into standing. Noticing how you feel. And bring some weight onto the other leg. So again, bending into that opposite knee. So this leg is light. You can even lift up and down. Standing leg is doing the work. And then either keep going with this or lifting the knee, holding the knee with your hand, working on balance. Using the breath to help keep you steady. And again, either stay here or as you exhale, let that knee open out to the side. And the gaze and comes over the opposite shoulder. And inhale to come forward. Both hands to the waist. One more breath here. And exhale, both feet down to the ground. Hands down. Just take a breath here. Noticing how you feel. And then we're going to make our way to sitting. So you're welcome to just sit down. If you're using a chair, just sitting in the chair. If you're on the floor, you can either just sit or you can use that breath movement connection to transition to the ground. So we'll inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, head up. And exhale, bring the hands down. Step back And then just putting the knees down, come to hands and knees. And from hands and knees, just gently making your way to sitting. So you do a seated forward fold, which again, you can do in the chair or on the floor. And this is one of those poses that looks really simple on the outside, but it actually has a lot going on. So if you're on the ground, drawing the toes back toward your body, getting the legs active. So imagining the backs of the legs pressing down, the low belly draws in, and this pose is actually quite a bit of work, even though you wouldn't think it would be. And then from here, we're gonna inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, fold. Now, anywhere the hands touch is fine. So maybe you're reaching your shins, maybe you're reaching the ankles, maybe you're reaching all the way down to the toes. Really doesn't matter. There's no special prize for folding forward the most, right? We're just looking to get a nice stretch in the body. So just letting your body find the position that feels right. And taking a few breaths here. And noticing that after taking a few breaths, there might be a little more space in the body to fold forward. And inhale, let the inhale slowly draw you up. And exhale there. And from here, we're gonna just get into our closing sequence. I just want to check my time. Okay, so we have a couple minutes left. So let's take just a seated posture here. So we'll just come into comfortable cross legs. And let the hands rest on your knees or bring the backs of the hands to the knees. Just coming back into your breath. Let's come back into that belly heart breath that we started out with. Eyes can be open or closed. Just noticing the breath moving in the body. And let's just call to mind someone or something that you feel grateful for. It can be anyone or anything. And just, if it's a person or a pet or a place, just imagining that that person or pet or place is close to you. Imagining them in detail. What do they look like? What is it about them that makes you feel so grateful? And how does it feel to think about that person? place, that experience. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining today. We're grateful for you at Pure Edge. We couldn't do the work that we do without you all. So thank you so much for joining. And we will be back on Thursday for our last summer studio of this summer.